Hey y'all, this first episode, we planted one round of dill just so I could get the experience, and it's all about tutorials. You ready to give me all my tutorials?
Well, we're going to try to.
Dill. It's the dill seed. Our dill seed, it's about 5 pounds per acre, maybe, give or take, I don't know. I'm not one to be precise, so we'll see. Let's go plant some dill.
Perfect.
Okay, so my name's Michelle Martin, but most of you probably know me as Ag Mag or Ag on Wheels. But I live in the most southern tip of Texas. Like, you really can't get any further south. Si habla español. Seriously, I'm fluent in Spanish. Anyways, I live in Texas, but I do travel the United States, and I film with farmers, ranchers, and even ag businesses. And I tell their story, and I show that hard work and try to close that gap between the consumer and grower. Oh look, there I am. I'm a little further south, but that's all I could get while editing. Maybe you even know me as being silly on my socials, on Instagram, YouTube, and I need to get better at TikTok. But I cover all aspects of agriculture there while acting like an idiot. But I promise you'll learn something. You probably even know me from my magazine for the last 11 years, the Ag Mag. That's where it all started. And that's my beautiful family there. You probably know my son Knox. He's an awesome kid, and he's probably the only person who's more sarcastic than me. Then we also have my biggest cheerleader, which is also my most annoying human, but I love him to pieces, my lovely husband. He's taught me everything I know from farming to how to be an adult in real life. Yeah, you know, he's the jack of all trades because I'm a hot mess at all times. That's not a lie. Anyways, that's some drone footage of some of the farmland that I show you guys. I swore I'd never move back home, but I'm so glad that I did. I love the Rio Grande Valley. But as much as I've known about farming and learned over the years with my travels, it's time for me to tell you why I'm choosing dill. So dill is normally like a 65-day crop, and we usually plant it through September all the way to February, and it's harvested from October all the way until March. And usually a common insect with our dill is armyworms or powdery mildew because we have such high humidity here all the time, even when it's cold and rainy, obviously with the rain. But yeah, so it's a fairly easy crop to grow, and that's kind of why my husband told me to use it as my first time farming, because he said I couldn't beep it up. Chapter 2. My area and agriculture. It's more than just a border town. The Rio Grande Valley was once known for its fertile soils and its tropical climate, which we still have the climate, once known as the Magic Valley, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Is you'll see a bunch of harvesters. I don't know if you can tell because I think I'm driving too fast. But anyways, vegetables. So I've turned down this road. So a lot of the vegetables that I show are from Valverde Vegetable, which is my friend Max I went to high school with, and my really good friend Courtney and her family who owns Rio Fresh, and they both grow and broker their own vegetables. So a lot of times you'll see their brands no matter where you are in the United States. They pretty much ship everywhere. So anyways, they both farm along the border wall, which we're going to drive up to. So I'm going to turn this off until I get closer. See you in a sec. So here we are. And what a lot of people don't understand, you guys, is that the river actually sits about a mile from this wall. They're probably recording me right now, which is cool. Record me. I guarantee I'll get pulled over. I get pulled over all the time. But both sides of this border wall, oh man, I'm going to have to move this thing, are U.S. land. So you can see, and then about a quarter mile, half mile, maybe a mile, that little line over there, that's Mexico. Obviously the river divides us, but yeah. So both sides of the border wall, can you see? Yeah, it's both U.S., so take a little stroll. All right, so back to it. The Rio Grande Valley was once known as the Magic Valley because of its fertile soil and temperatures. We also live close to the beach where I offshore fish, and we also have ranches everywhere. I do love to hunt. But nonetheless, the valley is really known for its agriculture. A lot of times people who aren't from here or familiar obviously ask me, are you safe there with it being a border town? Well, guys, I'm the most unsafe person there is, and I'm still alive. So what does that tell you? Anyways, we grow over 50 varieties of vegetables. We're year-round. We also have some awesome citrus and some more vegetables. Like I said, over 50 varieties. We're year-round here. We also have a ton of cattle ranches and cattle operations, and we are really close to the King Ranch. There's my shout out. Want to give me a sponsor? And we also have all your row crops, some of which aren't even pictured, about corn, cotton, your milo. We also do canola. We have sunflowers. We got it all, you guys. We even do watermelons during the summer, and honeydew and cantaloupe. We got it all. Anyways, before I start farming, I gotta know what my soil needs because we're year round. So that means it needs something. Yesterday, what they did is they ran a knife through here, which kind of lifts up all this grass, and it's in the process of dying. So the next step of what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to run the incorporator through here, which is kind of just gonna put all this back in the ground and make a nice fine bed so then we can plant. So if I lift this up, you can see how clumpy it is. This is gonna pose a problem for that incorporator because it's so clumpy and the root is still connected to all this soil, mud, whatever you guys wanna call it. So we're gonna have to wait for this to dry out just a little bit longer. We'll probably plant tomorrow morning if all goes well and the sun stays shining. So another thing that we're looking for is crusting. So we had 4 inches of rain on this ground this past weekend. And so when the ground starts to dry up, you see how easily I pop that out? This is called crusting. And crusting essentially is compact together, and it's hard for that little vegetable seed to emerge up out of here. And so although it sounds contradictory, what we have to do is apply more water to break that up so those little vegetable seeds can come up out of the ground and grow, baby, grow. So I called my friends over at Plant and Soil Lab and asked them to come help me gather some soil samples. Here I'll be able to tell exactly what it is my soil needs because I know it's lacking something. And with our irrigation water coming from the Rio Grande River, you can only imagine the amounts of salt we find in it. And you know, there's a lot of other things. But I'm going to make a whole episode on that, and we're going to get to follow my sample to the lab and throughout the lab and see how exactly these labs test your soil and see what it's missing too. I got to participate in this. Here's a little snapshot. I made Noe do all the work. But anyways, this company's pretty awesome. They go all over the US. But now it's time to watch me learn how to drive tractors. Hey! So the 6330 is what I'm going to be using to plant the dill, aka crash this tractor. But hopefully my tutorials have helped me. Poor Felix is gonna have to wear a seatbelt, but planting is coming. Y'all ready? Let's crash it. Okay, so whenever it comes time for this episode, I will definitely show you guys what kind of equipment we're using, what our seed population is. I'll even show you all the ins and outs and all that good stuff. But now my husband has to teach me how to drive the planter. It went as well as you expected it went. Yeah, you know. Fun times though.
Now this planter sits on a 3-point. Okay?
Okay.
So we get to the end of the row, we just raise up the planter, turn around, put the 3-point back down once we get back in the rows. I said, well, I'm teaching you, hopefully you can drive a straight line. I've seen you drive a car. We'll see how it goes on the tractor.
We'll see. So we are planting dill on 40-inch rows?
40-inch, yeah.
Yeah, or 40-inch beds.
40-inch bed, same thing.
All right. Same thing. Beds, rows, you get the point. I'm a ag host, not a tractor driver, but here I go. I don't want to look down there. I'm afraid I'm going to lose focus. I'm really nervous right now. I'm like extremely nervous. Am I driving it straight?
Yeah, you're doing good.
Woo! How come this one doesn't have automatic steering?
It's too fancy.
Doing this old school style. Are you sure I'm doing it straight?
Yes. Put that little thing on that tank.
Yeah.
Keep it right in the middle of that row, on the bottom of that row.
I feel like I need to drive slower.
You're going 2 miles an hour.
So right now we're just spraying for the weeds because the dill seems to have a lot of weeds right now, so herbicide it is. You know, so that way we don't have to have a hoe crew come out here, because as y'all know with these vegetables, a lot of times we have a hoe crew come and do manual labor. But we're trying to eliminate that because I don't really know why.
So your cost is
Oh yeah, so our cost is lower, and dill is young enough to the point where we can just go out there with the sprayer and not damage it, and yeah, that's that for now. Got to get back to driving. But my turn to drive the sprayer now, so here comes the comical part, I suppose.
Yeah, they're gonna go all the way and then they'll stop.
I'm very nervous.
Alright, now again, double click.
This one?
No, the one, the same ones, but double click them. So you can open your outside booms. And keep them held. There you go. Now the outside booms over there.
This is very nerve-wracking for me.
You're nervous. I don't know if I'm holding the damn camera right. And level them off. I like to level them off right here, so you.
Okay.
And then do the same thing for your other side.
Where's my brake?
This is your throttle.
Okay.
So when you bring it back, it'll stop. If you do need a brake for emergency purposes, you hit that one.
Okay. So my thing. Oh yay!
5 miles an
Oh,
hour.
how do I say straight?
Slower. A little bit over. Right there, about 5 miles an hour.
We have on the hazard lights just.
And then just kind of the lever all the way down. And then this is going to be your forward and reverse.
It's not on the dill.
See why people like it. Breathe. Get some air through it, and it'll help the growth process.
So this dill actually seeded out because we just haven't had a lot of cool temps, and dill needs a cool snap, and we just haven't had it because of the glorious sun, which I love the sun. But anyways, that's why we are bedding, as you can see there, and we're just kind of getting it ready to replant. I don't even know where to look when it's horizontal. We're recording. Well, today's the day. Completed the tutorials, one session of the tutorial, and we're gonna rip up the dill, and it's my turn. Right, Felix?
We're going to try it.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Wish us luck. All right, where's reverse?
Clutch. Put your clutch all the way in. You're good. Those are your brakes.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
All right. Little red knob. You see the R?
Red, that's orange. Okay.
Orange.
All right.
Now, anyways, you're in reverse there.
Okay.
Let go of the clutch slowly.
Oh!
Now remember,
That was
we're
really
not going to
fast.
touch the parts. So
Nope.
we got to count rows.
Okay.
You're going to count four to each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now start turning backwards. There you go. Turn it all the way. Turn it all the way. Turn it all the way.
Oh!
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh my god. I think I need to lock my chair in. Is that good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to open up your wings, which will be, it's probably going to be the last two little, yeah.
It's probably gonna be.
Yeah.
Push them down.
Push one of them.
What did you say you were going to put me on the what?
I'm going to put you on the slow mode here. We don't need to start fast. Alright, so now we're going to count rows. So we're on 8 rows. We got an 8 row better. So you're going to count your rows, and then we're going to shift and get in the way where we're supposed to go in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're good.
Yeah.
But the wheel needs to be right there.
Wheel needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. Other way. Other way. And go that.
Wait. Where's it go?
Let's go to the clutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Now, we're not going to use GPS here.
Okay.
So you're
How come it's not stopping? Oh.
Brake, but no, you go. You're gonna have to line yourself up. So you're gonna
Slower?
No, you're already on the slow speed.
Okay.
And let her ride. But remember, we're not using GPS, so you gotta keep it as straight as an arrow and keep her in between the furrows.
I think we're stuck.
Oh. You just got too much dug in.
Oh.
But that's what you want. We want to work it since we're not disking. We're rerunning beds. You want to run it as deep as you can.
I think I'm not straight.
No, you're straight. Pick it up, bring it down.
Oh, this is boring. You look some kind of nervous about turning around up here. I mean, we're going at a snail's pace. Do you trust me that
We'll be
that
okay.
little?
Maybe I should put my seatbelt on.
Oh, I don't want to turn around. Well, what happens if we go over that hill?
Well, there's a fence. So we'll hit the fence.
It's quite possible. So don't hit my clutch?
Don't hit the clutch yet. I'll tell you when to hit the clutch.
Ah.
You're good, you're good. Now you can press your clutch. There you go. Now, turtle mode.
Turtle mode.
Now put it in reverse, and now we're gonna make her turn.
I don't.
You got this. Reverse.
Oh
You're
God.
good. You're good. Turn it the other way. Other way. Other way. Other way. You make a wide turn.
This chair's really far back. I can't reach the pedals. Oh.
I should have done that.
Oh, that was easy.
No, it's not that hard.
Yeah, now that I can touch the pedals.
Kind of it rolling at the same time.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh,
There you go.
look, I upgraded to fast.
Yeah. Baby steps, baby steps.
Okay, I'm doing it. We're doing it. You want to throw up yet? Are you sick?
No, that's a little hot from being nervous.
So obviously it's still attached, right, before we run it through. So that's why we're running it through. So now it's just, and it goes back into the ground as organic matter before we replant. So thanks for watching episode 1. Now, each episode will be dedicated to planting, harvest, what happens after harvest, fertilizing, all the good stuff. We'll get more in depth. But thank you guys so much. God bless y'all. Wouldn't be here without God, my family, and all of you guys. Hope you enjoy the episodes to come. I promise they're entertaining. Way more entertaining.